Hi, everybody. We're back. If you are just jumping into this for the first time, you may have missed all the videos prior that got us to this point. Where we left off last time, I have shown you how to make a menu and start putting things on a page. I threw a bunch of stuff on my home page to get something on there. I used all these rich content editors. If I go back to my builder, I can scroll over these and see these. I asked everybody to do the same. And on these 3 pages, we have my experience. I just threw a picture and some text. I have not continued with one more page because I wanted to show you that you can customize these pages even further. Why did I have you pick a flexible layout if I didn't show you what to do? Well, let's head back to the builder. This is all in one area, and you have less flexibility when it's like that. Let me show you on a blank page. You can do this on any page, even the page I just showed you, but it's easier to show you on a blank page. Going to my projects, I have a column. What's the big deal? Well, what you can do is this is a section. If I click on it, it's a section. And I have a lot of flexibility within these. First of all, let's create 2 sections. I click the button. If I click the button on the top, it puts it above it if I put it on the bottom. And the reason I want to show you this is I'm going to click in this section. I don't have any components in there, but I can make columns. I just made 2 columns, and I can adjust them. You remember on the home page where one side was a little off center? I can do that here. I can make 3 columns. Let me show you why I like this. You can make a lot of different columns, but we're going to go and grab a rich content editor. I want to put it in the center. Remember, I had already downloaded a picture. So I'm going to go grab that picture. I don't need to upload it because I already have it. Let's add that there. I could put something down here. Let's take a rich content editor. We'll drag it to the page. Let's see if we can just paste some text. I'm going to grab the text over here from my site, and we'll just put it here. I've got that. Say I want 3 pictures on the top. Let's grab a rich content editor, drag this out here. I'm just going to grab the same exact picture to show you what it's like. And maybe I want a 3rd picture. I can keep previewing it. So you can have several pictures. You can have 1. I could have a picture here, and I could drag my text in here. You have the option of moving things around. Let's bring that back down into this section. I'm going to click here again. Another thing that I like to do is use columns to put space between things. I want these 2 pictures and I want less space between them. I drag this over, and it has less space. Maybe I want something different. This is something you should keep in mind. When I clicked on this, it opened up this rich content editor. But if I want to get to the section, I'm going to go to the outside where that outer line is and click on it. Let us put 5 because I tend to like to do this. I'm going to move some things around. I'm going to change the size of my columns. We can pull this into the center. There's a lot of different things that you can do with columns and arranging. It doesn't have to be pictures. It could be text. One tip that you do need to know is if you're in a section, when I click on this and I have these columns here, I have 5. If I want to go back down to 1 or 2, because I have 2 pictures, I'm going to get a warning. It's going to delete content. What that means, let's hit cancel, is if I go down to 2, it's going to only leave the first 2 columns. If there's nothing there, nothing's going to show. So I want to drag everything back into those first 2 columns so I don't lose anything. If I went down to 1 column, I'm definitely going to lose one. I can go back to 2. I don't have the warning, and then this shows up. This is a way you can arrange things on pages. Another thing that I have done is if you click this section down here, and we go to section style, if you look on my portfolio, my top picture in every single page is longer than my content because I keep my content at a different size. You do that here where it says content width. Maybe I just want all my content to be 75. We'll say we want the pictures to be still big. We can look at that. You can adjust that if you do it, keep it consistent on all your pages. If one section is 80%, then keep them all 80%. Section color. This one's really interesting because you could color the whole background. Let me show you. So I'm in my section here. I want to add a color. Now the entire section is colored in the back, even though I'm only showing 80%. If I hit preview, I can see what that looks like. You will see this on pages where they use color blocks. One section might be white, one might be another color, the next section would be white again. You do it to break up the page. I just added another section. I can continue to add sections. In each section, the best part of having sections is you can make them all different sizes. The top I have in this 2 sections. This one I have 1. I could make another one in 5 and put 5 different things in here. I can adjust each of these. Let's add a picture. Have a lot more flexibility. On the home page, I don't have these options. I'm very limited. On all my other pages, it's a good way to show that I can design a page and make it look different. We have a little stormtrooper there. I could hit preview, see what this looks like. I could have a series of 5 pictures across. Say, I want this picture over here now. Make it a little bigger, hit preview, see what it looks like, add some things in, back to the builder. The one thing with sections is if you do the coloring like I did there, it colors the entire section no matter what. We'll just go back to plain preview. I want you to go to other pages you've made, create sections, and stylize it. If you look here on my portfolio, this here is a section. It has 4 because you can see I have a blank one here and a blank one here. I purposely set it up that way. If I go to projects, this is a section on its own, and I split them into sections. For me, that's how it's split up. I have a lot of advanced features on mine, but you can see basically how it's broken up. In this particular section, if you were in the builder, I have 2 columns, and I've written in each one. That is what you can do with sections and flexible pages. In the next video, we'll get into some more features and how you're going to show this off to the public.